The Tale of the Storm and the Seed. In a quiet, picturesque valley surrounded by rolling hills and shimmering streams, there lived a farmer named Orrin. He was the kind of person everyone admired, not for his wealth or power, but for his kindness. Orrin always gave more than he received. When a neighbor's cow wandered off, Orrin found it. When the village children were hungry, Orrin shared his harvest. Yet despite his generosity, Orrin's life seemed to carry more burdens than blessings. Have you ever looked at someone like Orrin and thought, why do bad things happen to the kindest people? Why is life so unfair? One fateful autumn, the storm arrived. It wasn't an ordinary storm. The winds howled like wolves. The rain poured like rivers from the sky, and thunder cracked so loudly it shook the very earth. By dawn, Orrin's land was unrecognizable. His barn lay in splinters. His fields were nothing but mud, and the crops he had so lovingly tended were gone. As Orrin stood in the wreckage of his livelihood, his neighbors gathered around him. "Why you, Orrin?" one of them asked, their voice trembling with disbelief. "You're the kindest soul among us. Why would the storm choose your land to destroy?" Have you ever faced a moment like this? A moment where everything felt unfair, when all your effort, all your goodness, seemed to be met with devastation? Orrin's hands trembled as he surveyed the damage, but he didn't cry. He didn't curse the sky. Instead, he sighed deeply and said, "Perhaps this storm didn't happen to me. It happened for me." The neighbors exchanged puzzled glances. For him, what could he possibly mean? The rebuilding. While others fixed broken fences or swept debris from their porches, Orrin began a daunting task, rebuilding from scratch. His hands were blistered, his back ached, and the weight of his loss bore down on him. But each morning he rose with determination. One day his neighbors noticed something peculiar. Orrin wasn't planting the usual wheat and barley. Instead, he dug deeper into the soil, planting strange seeds. Seeds they had never seen before. "What are you doing?" a neighbor asked, curiosity mixed with concern. "Why risk planting something new when you've already lost so much?" Orrin smiled faintly and replied, "Because what I had before wasn't enough to withstand the storm. Perhaps it's time to try something new." Have you ever been forced to start over and wondered if it was worth the risk? Have you feared that trying again might lead to more heartbreak? The harvest months passed. The storm's destruction faded from memory, replaced by the steady hum of daily life. But Orrin's fields didn't just recover, they transformed. Vibrant greens and brilliant reds painted his land, and the air was filled with the scent of fruits and vegetables the villagers had never tasted before. When harvest time came, Orrin shared his bounty with the entire village. They marveled at the sweetness of the fruits, the richness of the vegetables. "How did you do this, Orrin?" one neighbor asked, awe in their voice. "How did you turn disaster into something so beautiful?" Orrin wiped the sweat from his brow and said, "The storm forced me to let go of what I thought I needed and plant something better. It wasn't easy, and I didn't know if it would work. But sometimes the hardest moments lead to the greatest growth." The heart of the story: why do bad things happen to good people? Maybe it's not about punishment or fairness. Maybe life's challenges are like storms. They uproot us, force us to reevaluate, and push us to grow in ways we never imagined. So let me ask you, what storm have you faced recently? What did it take from you? And what seeds could you plant now in the aftermath? Remember, the storm isn't the end of your story. It's the beginning of something new, if you choose to rebuild. Please leave a comment, like, subscribe. Thanks.